Hi everyone, it's Chris Tilley from Pantania Sail and Motor Yacht Insurance. I'm here today with Don Buckley
Hi,
from
Chris.
Admiral Marine Surveying. Don, thank you very much for coming. Don's been in the industry for over 40 years as a qualified marine surveyor and yacht rigging specialist, which is great because one of the big questions we get asked as an insurance company has to do with the rig and the standing rigging. So Don, we all know no part lasts forever. Standing rigging, it needs to be replaced.
So let's hop on and have a look.
Perfect. So we're on board now with Don. We're sitting beside the side stays down to the turnbuckle. From Don's experience, can you tell us some of the most common places for failure on board the rig?
Certainly, Chris. Look, there's sometimes you may see a strand that's snapped. It's not unusual. However, what my advice is, if ever you see a strand that's snapped in any of the wires, you have to look at it and you have to have someone inspect the whole rig. The other area that fails is inside the swages here, because moisture seeps down through the wire, sits inside there and rusts out. So you see them fail there.
So while we can check for frays from a deck level, it's really no replacement for going aloft and checking all the different components.
Certainly all of them should be checked at the same time.
Right.
In the mast itself, you might see some hairline cracks, you might see all sorts of things. So the rigging is simply, obviously the main part of the equation, but you will find other things. So rigger aloft is a smart thing to do.
Now, you mentioned something earlier to me, which I thought was brilliant. None of these components come with a date stamp on it.
Yes,
So the most important thing is to keep and maintain your service history. When were the components last replaced? That's going to be what the insurance company is looking for.
Yeah.
Once the rigging becomes 7 years of age, we recommend that a qualified rigger goes aloft, confirms that there is no fraying, no corroded parts that need to be replaced. And then of course, once the standing rigging hits 10 years of age, we ask that it be replaced, including the turnbuckles.
Including the turnbuckles, yeah, because we've certainly seen many times the thread rip out of the rigging screw, and that's obviously catastrophic.
Okay, Don, one common thing that I see a lot in survey reports is leaking chain plates. Now, of course, that's what the turnbuckles here run into, is your chain plates which go through the deck. Water can come down, get through. Leaks on board boats, obviously not what you want to have. Can you explain why this is a common thing to happen on board yachts and what we can do to fix it?
Well, look, simply all that happens, and you'll see every yacht has you'll see here in next door where the chain plate is put into the side of the hull, whereas here it's through the deck. When they're inserted, it's inserted with sealant, and over the years the sealant hardens. As soon as it hardens, it leaks.
So the way to fix it, we lift up the plate, rebed it with new sealant.
Scrape all the stuff out, shove some new sealant in there. I would also say when the mast is out, which is sometime between sort of hopefully around the 5-year period in the ideal world, but maybe longer, should you have the mast out, you should remove the chain plates, have them out, sort of look at them, make sure they're fine, and shove all new sealant, add new fastenings.
One of the big things that Don has taught me on board boats is to, number one, fix the leaks.
Keep the water out of the boat. That's my favourite thing on every survey I do. It's amazing. It heaps of issues from water leakage, and through hatches, and lots of it through chain plates.